Mayor Ken Boshkoff reacts to some newly announced provincial measures to crack down on homeless encampments. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Steep fines and threats of prison time. Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced today that the government will introduce new measures to combat public drug use in encampments.
People who repeatedly use illegal drugs in public spaces could face fines up to $10,000 and even 6 months in prison. Brendan Miller brings us the reaction.
A strong message from the province in its response to homelessness.
Enough is enough. This has to stop, and it will stop.
Premier Doug Ford was joined by a number of Ontario mayors Thursday as he echoed their plea to tackle the issues of encampments and drug use. In response, Ford announced that people living in encampments using drugs publicly could face $10,000 fines and 6 months in prison. The government will also provide $50 million to create more long-term affordable housing units across the province.
Everyone here knows solving the homeless crisis, ending encampments, it starts with more shelter space and roofs over people's heads. That's why we're investing $75.5 million to further support homelessness prevention and provide people living in encampments with access to alternative accommodation.
But as a deterrent, I think maybe it sends a message that the government is serious about supporting municipalities.
Thunder Bay Mayor Ken Boshkoff welcomes the funding announced, saying any amount will benefit the city's response to homelessness and drug use.
That would be part of it. I would think it comes at the right time. And secondly, with the building homes faster and the fact that we have a task force already mobilized means I think that we could vault into this a little quicker than some other cities. So we're ready to go.
The legislation for Ford's new encampment and drug use response was introduced Thursday, but there's no time frame for when it'll pass as the legislature enters its winter break. Brendan Miller, TBT News.